The film begins with a scene in which there are two snakes, one white and the other green. Both snakes are sisters. They have lived for over 1,000 years, despite looking quite young. The white snake is known as Suzhen in Chinese. Both snakes have the ability to take the form of a human. When he was on a mountain, he met a boy named John. He was tasting the flowers on the mountain. Both of them were surprised to know that do humans really eat flowers? Actually, Xian and his companions went there in search of various medicinal plants. He was traveling through the mountains at that time. It was the green snake in its original form which scared him when it appeared there. As a result of his fear, he falls down the mountain into the river. Upon seeing this, White Snake feels pity for John and his plight. He takes pity on her situation. She turns into a person and goes to the river. She breathes into his mouth. She saves his life. After helping her, she leaves. When John wakes up, he finds that all his friends have gathered around him. He asks them about the girl who saved his life. His friends say that we did not find any girl here. It was all in your imagination. On the same day there was to be a festival in the village. The lord of the temple and his friends also accompanied him in the celebration. They suspected that the demons would kill humans in this festival. John was going in the same direction with those herbs. That's why he takes everyone with him. On the other hand, the white snake, Suzanne, was remembering the moment she helped John. How she saved his life by giving him her breath. She was constantly thinking about John. In fact, she had fallen in love with him. She tells her sister, the green snake, that she wants to meet the boy. That's why both go to the same festival in the village. The same night master and his companions came there with full preparation. Because they knew that demons can attack humans anytime. The green snake meets the guru's companion in the festival. Because he liked the green snake. She wanted to befriend him. He says, I cannot talk to you right now as I have come here to catch demons. He didn't know that the girl who is asking him to befriend her is also a demon. But then the green snake sees John. She goes to him. She tells him that her sister is in love with him and wants to meet him. John says, I don't know about your sister. He refused to meet his sister. The green snake falls into the river. She pushes his boat to take him to his sister. As soon as he reaches there, Suxen confesses that she loves him. John says, but I love someone else. He says that I do not know who he is. He saved me by giving his breath. Hearing this, Suzanne understands that he is talking about me. He loves me just the way I do. She takes him back to the river to assure her that she is the girl he loves. She is the same girl who saved him. Now John had also realized that she was the girl. The demon's companions find some demons. He fights bravely with those demons. Meanwhile, a demon injures the master's companion. So, he calls his boss for help. That's when Master comes there to compete with them. He takes them to hell and burns them to death. Susan goes to John's house the next day. John is very happy to see her in his house. They start living with each other and one day marry each other. On the day of the festival, the demon had bitten one of the master's companions. Therefore, the master's companion was turning into a demon. This makes him upset. He was tired of his life. If he becomes a demon, he will become a threat to humans. So he was going to an isolated place to attempt suicide. When he was about to do so, the green snake came there. She asks him why is he doing such an act. She stops him from doing so. To which he replies that I will become a demon. I cannot be a danger to humans. That's why I want to kill myself. Hearing this, the green snake informs him of his reality. She shows her snake-like tongue. She says, don't worry if you become a demon, I am also a demon. Later, we see the master going to the village. He found many victims of the demon there. They were in trouble and facing it. Therefore, Xian used to make herbs to save his life. Susan, on the other hand, knew she was being attacked by those demons. They are very powerful and dangerous. It is impossible to cure them only with herbs. Thus Suzanne suppresses those medicinal plants to save the life of her husband and those present. Susan had a mouse who was her friend. It says, "What are you doing, Suzanne? Don't you realize that you are in danger of exhaling? It will make you weak." But Susan was willing to help her husband and others. When Xian administered the herbal liquid to the villagers, they began to recover. This surprises the master, because according to him it was impossible to cure these people. But he is surprised and shocked to see them recovering. He asked Xian if anyone had helped him prepare these herbs. To which he replies, "Yes, my wife helped me." The master accepted that his wife was not a normal human being but a demon. Therefore, he gives a sacred knife to John for his protection. Then the master turns to Susan. He asks her, why is she doing this? You married a man even though you were a demon. Why do you live among them like humans? I am not telling you anything because you are a good demon. You better leave John. Otherwise the end will not be good. I will kill you. Having said this, the owner leaves. When Xian reaches home at night, he brings medicated wine. It protects against snake poison. But Suzanne herself was a snake. John makes him drink this wine too. Drinking it makes him feel strange and his condition worsens. He locked himself in a room. John asks her why she is behaving like this. Or if you're angry with me. Suzanne could not control herself and turned into a snake. Master also comes there to catch him. They face each other. John accidentally stabs Suzanne with a sacred knife given to him by a master. What he doesn't realize is that Suzanne, White Snake, is actually his wife. After being stabbed, Susan then approaches her sister, Green Snake. He is unable to transform into human form again due to being wounded by the sacred knife. She will remain a snake forever. John asks the master about his wife. Guru says that actually this white snake was your wife. You married a 1,000-year-old snake. He gets shocked after accepting the truth. Susan's mouse tells John about an herb that can save Susan's life. But getting that herb is risky and very dangerous. Because the demons have occupied that place. Regardless, John goes there and tries to find the herb. On the other hand, John is possessed by demons. All the companions of the master try to save John. Rat goes and gives Susan the herb that saves her life. Now, she can assume human form again. As soon as she recovers, she attacks the master and his companions. She understood that they wanted to separate her and John. She somehow brings John to a place. She asks him if he is fine, but he has lost his memory. He could not even remember his wife Suzanne. Suzanne asks Master, what did you do with my husband John? Like he forgot me. However, very quickly, his memories come back and he returns to normal. But since Suzanne was a demon, the master uses her powers to create an ancient house. He imprisons her in it forever. It was impossible for him to get out of that house. John spends his whole life outside the house waiting for his wife. Master's companion had also become a demon but was good. He spent the rest of the year with the demons. This is where the film ends. Thanks for watching. English.